It is your boy Crypto Expat. We're beaming into YouTube on the 30th of August. I'm just going to check my audio. Yeah, we have got a bit of audio, which is good. So we're just going to have a bit of a chat today about, the market, kind of like this new tool. It's actually not new. It is a new feature of a tool that's been around for a few months. And just talk about the Memecoins on Tron, because right now, like, that's kind of where everyone's at. It's Tron's like one of those things that has been around for a long time, so it's not new. It's not a new platform. So we'll talk about that in a second. But I hope everyone's having a good evening, morning, afternoon, and doing what's today? It's Friday. Jeez, oh my God, it's going so quick. It's Friday, and price of BTC has dropped down to 59k. So this was up to like 64 at one point. So you're basically getting a discount. That's the way you've got to look at it, because what goes up will go down eventually, and what will go down will eventually go back up. So it's just cycles. 64k. See, it was only 64k 4 days ago. Now it's 59, so you're buying it at a cheaper price. But you've got to look at the whole, full picture here, and look where BTC's done. When I started buying it at $700, $800, now it's 60k. So it's done a 64, 65, 70x. See, that's the way you got to look at it. And that's the problem with a lot of people in this space. They don't look at things long term. They just look at things, how can I get some money to pay the rent, or how can I get some money now? That's all they look at, and that's when they're never going to make the big money. Or if they want to make the big money, they need to risk a lot. See, with risk, high returns; low risk, low returns. Okay, so that's just basically how it is. So, if you want to make big money, you're going to just have to risk higher. You're just going to have to be a degen and just risk more and go into more degen plays. So obviously the upside of that is you can make a ton of money fast, but the downside is you can lose a lot of money really, really fast. Basically like futures, except with meme coin trading, I guess it's more calculated. And that's why, things like us with Buddy Token, we're plodding along. But we're not the fad. We're not the the meme coin of the day or the week. We'll just plod along silently. And when people look at us and see how much we've grown over the last few months, it is quite a lot. But they don't look at that. They just look at the overall how can I make some money fast? That's literally, they don't look at this. So. Yeah, we're a fair ways off, and we're long term, but that's what we are as a project, and we're going to keep on moving forward, right? So that's Buddy Token, and we've got massive utility coming with this project. I'm putting things together in the background, which is a lot of moving pieces, and it's not easy as well, because you need funding, you need heaps of stuff to make it happen. And that's basically going to feed the Buddy Token. So it's going to be like a separate business. But we got to get the DEX first before we can, divulge all that sort of stuff. Because it's not going to matter if we don't get the DEX. If we get the DEX and then we have build up a bigger community there, and we've got some momentum, then I can tell you about the utility, the passive income that you're about to get from Buddy. All right, so. We're long term. We're going to break the mold. We're definitely different to anyone out there. Okay, we're 1% of the 1%. That's what we are. Okay. Gummy, it's been very disappointing. Gummy, I sold my bag. I'm lucky I did. And I was saying, maybe it's a play to get in this, because remember I was saying to get in this on 0.005. So if it's a 200x, if it goes to $1. But to be honest, I haven't been following the Gummy community. There's been a lot of negativity since all the airdrops have been out of the road, or maybe they're still out of the road. I really haven't kept in contact with what's happening with Buddy. With Gummy. So you'll have to fill me in if you're watching this. But is it a pivot to baked? I don't know what the deal is. What the thing with the Gummy is? Is it still Gummy number one, or is it they moving to baked, or I don't know. So you have to tell me what is going on with Gummy and baked, because at the moment it looks like baked is doing better than Gummy. Let's look at Gummy here. It's at 5.5 million, 800k liquidity. And then if we have a look at baked, I don't know. Maybe is it more? Is it less? Here it is here. It's about the same. But let's have a look at. Let's zoom out. Say an hour for baked. It has also gone down. It's not as dramatic though. Let's see the 4-hour chart with baked. Yeah, see. So this is it here. It's pretty much the same. Let's see here. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's mooned at the beginning. Someone just sold their bags and made $3 million, and then it's just pretty much dumped. It's still 4 million market cap. Don't get me wrong. And Gummy is still 5.5, so that's still that's no joke. But that's hard to do. But you look at the trajectory is downwards, and I think that to differentiate, because you got to be unique. You got to be unique. You got to be different, and to differentiate your project from everyone else, you need something extra. And that's what people are looking for. They're not still, yes, there's still heaps of projects out there that are still cookie cutter and they still do well and, they pump for a while. But I think that we're going into the new age where people, they don't just want the T-shirt that says, I love New York. They want something better. They want like a better design on New York T-shirt, or they want something different. They still love New York, but they want something different. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want the cookie cutter. That was a bad example, but you know what I mean, right? So, they're all meeting the same fate here, right? So you need to have something different and unique in this space to stand out. And I think you need some sort of utility and some sort of passive income that you can give holders. And I think the way you do it is you have to be very strategic about it, and that's what we're going to do with Buddy. Is you have to you can't just give a whole bunch of people money for doing nothing, and that's what happens here. Why? Because you attract the wrong people. You get the crowd that are just there to farm the shit out of this Gummy and then sell it, and that's what happened. And then the people that staked it, that were doing the right thing, they got screwed because they were getting rugged on because of the people that got shit for free. When you get shit for free, you don't value it, right? So, you just have to be strategic in how you distribute your tokens, or if you're going to have an airdrop, you've got to give it to people that deserve it the most. And that's what they failed to do with Gummy. They didn't do it properly, and they realize this now. That's why it's been a big failure. But the way it's still been a 5.5 million because of the audience, that the crypto banter has. So we learned a lot of lessons. So thanks a lot of Gummy for that big lesson. Airdrops do not work anymore in 2024. We've seen these farming airdrops. I was in a few airdrops. I was in one of the biggest airdrops, and I didn't even get an airdrop. It was layer 0. No, I did get a layer 0. What was the other one? Oh, ZK Sync. I spent a fortune on that. I wouldn't say a fortune, but I spent under $1,000 on gas fees, and I got nothing on multiple wallets. Maybe I just got flagged as a sybil. So airdrops are just there, and I've done a ton of them. I've done probably over 100 airdrops, and I got very, very little. So I don't even bother with them. They're just a waste of time. And there's people out there that do it, but yeah, generally speaking, if you get a whole ton of people that are all going into a project, they're all going for the airdrop, you're going to get jack. You're going to get the ones that are, under the radar. So that's what happened with Gummy. A whole bunch of people farmed this, and then it just turned to shit. So unfortunately, it needs some. I don't know what they were trying to do. They were trying to give this baked. They basically just screwed us up. Kind of like, in my opinion, they didn't go about the right way, and this baked hasn't really turned out to be the one that's supposed to be the catalyst for this. So yeah, we can take a lot of lessons learned from this, and we can use these expensive lessons that they paid. Thank you, Crypto Banter and the community, and we can then use this to push forward Buddy. So one thing that we're not going to do is give away free airdrops to people that are just That's what I put it to the community in Buddy, and they said no, don't give away airdrops because it's just going to attract the wrong people. However, I still think that we should give away tokens, but only to long-term holders. So that's something that I'll probably dip into my own pocket, since I own 3% of the supply, and I'll probably give some of this money away to people that hold. It just depends on kind of like where we're sitting once we get to like at least 1 million. So I have long ambitions for this. I told everyone that I'm not selling my bag until I get to 100 million. And that's a big call, I know, but I'm confident we can get there because of what I have ready, or have installed for this. Okay, I just need to put all the pieces together. So I own 3.46%, but once we get to 1 million, that bag's going to be worth quite a bit. Once we get to 10 million or 50 million, it's going to be worth a lot. So I'll be able to give some of this money away. And right now, I'm thinking I'm going to give it away to the people that are in pump right now. So yeah, it's going to reward. So I might give away a small amount of money. Just depends on where we are and where we're at. If we're at 50 million, I'll be able to give away $1,000 to everyone. But we've got to be at 50 million to do that, right? So, but yeah, I definitely want to give away some money to people that reward these people that hold. And these people here will be the ones that will get it, because if they hold, that's if they hold. So yeah, I'll be able to seal this on chain anyway. So it'll only be going to the people that hold. But I will give something away. I know for sure. So that's kind of like how you have to do it. If you do airdrops or you give away money, it's got to be to the people that deserve it and the hold have been the longest, most loyal and dedicated people of the project. That's it, period. It's not going to be some schmuck that's come in, a week ago and wants to pump his bags and then will sell the first opportunity he gets. It's not going to be those people. So we learned a lot of lessons from Gummy and how not to do things, right? So the plans I have for Buddy is utility, passive income, and a long-term sustainability for this project. Now, people don't want this. They don't want. They want it, but they just don't want to wait. That's basically it. So that's kind of like the gist of it, right? That's how it goes. All right. BullX have now updated their platform, and now they've got this Tron Vision. So this is like, remember we had Solana before, Solana and Blast, I think it was. Now we've got basically the same thing, but with Tron. So I do like this interface. It's really schmick. It shows you all the new ones created. It just gives you a better overview because the Sun Power ones, the Sun Pump one, sorry. The Sun Pump one is pretty, Okay, so they got this new feature now. See, they're updating this platform. They want to make it. See, remember I was saying before, remember going back months ago, I said that Pump.Fun, they better get their shit together because now they're making all the money. There's no one in the competition. This is before Moonshot came. This is going back a couple of months ago, and I said they need to start doing better freaking sales. They need to start cleaning up this industry. But they didn't. They let it go because they were making all this money. They let people just create all these projects. They didn't care. The people were just getting rugged left, right, and center. And they were just collecting the money. As far as they were concerned, they didn't care. Guess what? Then a moonshot came, and now Sun Pump has come on a different chain. So that'd be shit and bricks because the volume is, the volume has always been with Tron, alright? You guys don't know this, but the volume has actually always been with Tron more than Solana, even before Pump.fun came around. If you go and have a look at chains here, and you can compare chains, okay? So you can go, hang on a second. You can go, where was it? Chains. And then you can go, what the hell? Hang on. Where did I do it? I did it the other day. You can compare them side by side. Let me have a look. How do I compare? Here we go. Compare chains. There it is, right in front of me. So I want to compare Tron and I want to compare Tron and Solana. See, it's always been with Tron. See, Solana's had its moon bit. This is back when Solana hit like $250. So it's passed, but then it went dead. It went dead for literally about a year. Had no volume. See, but Tron has been consistent. People think, oh, Tron's a new chain. It's not. It's been around for a long time. Tron's been around since I think 2018. It's been around for a long time. See, so you can see how the Tron total value locked has been consistent. Right? Yeah, you could check the volumes as well, but we're talking total value locked here. So you could check the volume if you want, but you can see by looking at this that there's always been heaps of activity on Tron. It's just that people haven't noticed because they've been consumed with Pump.fun. In fact, it's actually gone down since Sun Pump has been created like a week ago or 10 days ago. So you can have a look at this. They're going to probably improve this because Justin Sun's been talking on Twitter about heaps of stuff, how they're going to basically take the money from Sun Pump and make it so then they can increase the value and the potential of these coins here. Basically, he's trying to clean up the industry. I know that Justin Sun's got a lot of flack. He's a billionaire, okay, but I know he's copped a lot of flack in the past. I'm pretty sure this is him here, HE Sun, Justin Sun. Yeah, I think he's trying to do something good in the industry, even though Tron's been noticed as a pretty shady thing in the crypto space. People frown upon Tron. But the one thing that he has is he's always innovating. Remember when he staked a bunch of ETH, I think 500,000 ETH or something, or some stupid amount of ETH on Mantra. Remember that? Mantra, I think it was. Remember that? And then everyone was just up in arms because he came in with millions of dollars. But he has faced a lot of scrutiny in it, and he's done some other shit in the past. It's not been fake, like it's kind of like borderline shady, right? So he doesn't have the best reputation. But one thing that he does have is the Asian community, and there's a lot of people in the Asian community that use Tron. There's a lot. That's why you see this volume here and this total value locked. It's been consistent. Why? Because Asians love crypto. And Asians, we're talking the biggest Asian market is South Korea. And then you've got other ones like Japan, Indonesia, Vietnam's massive for crypto. Thailand's big for crypto. Malaysia, Singapore. Like all these Asians or they call Southeast Asian, region, right? They're massive in crypto, and there's almost 100 million. I think it's 100 million people in C. No, point nine. Sorry, 0.9 billion. So 900 million. I'm pretty sure. How many people live in SEA? Population of Southeast Asia. Okay, my bad. It's 600, but that was 2020. Yeah, that's pretty close. About 700 million people live in Southeast Asia. Now, that if you look at that population, it's bigger than the United States. Okay, so the United States only got 300 million. Okay, so the Asian region, they all love Tron, and they it's basically twice the Asian market is basically twice. If you look at all Asians, right, it's twice the size of United States. Okay, so that's why Tron's it's no joke. Tron is no joke. It's got some serious pulling power, but I like using something like BullX and Bull Vision because it shows you what's been created, what's about to graduate to go to DEX, and what's already graduated. So this gives you a chronological order, so that you can literally just watch this and you just know what's about to graduate. Now, I don't even mess with any of this stuff here on Tron or Pump Fund because there's so many rugs. It's not as bad as Pump Fund, but it's getting there. I like to look at these ones here, which are about to graduate. So what I do is, once they're about to graduate, they can still rug. So I'm not even going to mess with that. I'm going to wait until they get onto DEX. So then, there's going to be a bunch of rugs that are still going to happen here, right? If they make it to DEX, now I haven't have to deal with all the rugs that happened before or immediately. I haven't had to deal with all the rugs that are still, getting to, almost about to go to DEX, and then they rug. How many times have you seen that happen, or it's happened to you, right? Many times. So eventually, if they even get to DEX, now that I've already weeded out all those rugs and all those scumbag devs, right? Now that I've got the ones on DEX, and even right here on DEX, there's going to be still a high possibility that these are not going to make it. So I want to wait. I want to wait till they sort of start to get momentum, get liquidity and some holders, but I don't want to get in too early. But I still want to get in so that I know that if it goes to 3 or 4 million, I get in at 200 or 300 or 400k. I'm still going to make, 5 or 10x, but I'm going to do it pretty safely. See, so that's my whole thing. See, look at this one, Mew, Cat Tunnel Trons to 12k. See that dump? That didn't survive. Another way to look at it is just go to Dex Screen, or you could use Dex Tools, whatever your choice. Go to Tron Chain, and then just go to total market cap, and click it twice, and then it'll tell you in order according to market cap which ones are coming up, which ones are good, which ones are bad, or which ones are, like these ones here, 11k, 16k, I don't even mess with them. Even the 100k ones, I don't even mess with them, because this liquidity is still low. See, look at, let's say for example this one here, Popcat on Tron, the market cap's only 179, but liquidity's only, I think it's 50k. It's not enough. Yeah, 50k. It's not enough. All it takes is one wallet to dump. So I like to look at it more like, sort of 500, 700, 500 to 300, depending on it just depends on the project as well. If it's a good project, really bullish, then you can, afford to go lower. But, some of these things don't make it. Like I was in this one last night, and this thing, as soon as I got in, it went up and then it started to dump. Let's see where it's at now. So this is when, it really started to motor, and I thought this was going to go on, but it didn't. It had a massive dump. Now, where's the market cap there? So let's see the market cap now. Yeah, see 23. But this could go on. You just don't know. I'll show you the ones I'm in now. Where's my watch list? These are the ones I'm in now. Sunline, that mooned 300% yesterday. Sundog, Rock, CSUN, Blake was a disappointment. I'm still in a Giga. I think that one's not doing the best. Ivy Fun and Sun Gal. There's a couple other little ones there, but I didn't put much money in them. They're dead anyway. So Blake's probably dead, so I'm going to delete that one. So that's about it. That's probably the best performing one so far. I'm up about 60% on these, but I've been holding them for a while. So basically what I'm doing with these is just getting into the high cap and just holding them. So, but that's the thing with Tron, you know. I think that there's huge potential with Tron, and I think that Justin Sun is really going to push Sun Pump to better heights, and hopefully they'll improve it, because Pump.Fun did not improve it. They were just there to collect money. They didn't give a shit, and then they realized later that the stats came out, the failure rate. I mean, I already did a live stream on this. The failure rate for Pump.Fun was ridiculous. It was like, out of every 16,000 tokens, only 20 make it to DEX and make it over 69k. That is atrocious. That is atrocious. So, you know, people on Pump.Fun, they basically had bots, and they would just create these things. As soon as someone had liquidity, they would just dump. But they had bots, so they could do this all automated. So you know how you see them, they have fake wallets. They have these fake wallets, and they're all buying, and everyone thinks that they're buying, but it's the same person with like 10 wallets, or 30 or 40, 100 wallets. And then as soon as they get to nearly like 99%, or they'd even dump sooner, they just click a button and it'll sell all the wallets at once. It's just one person. There's people with software that did that, and they just consistently do it every single day. 10, 20, 30, 40,000 times, 10, 20, 30, 40, no, 5, 10, 20, 30, sometimes even, you know, probably 20 times a day. So look at this one, Mitch. You know, you've really got to stand out now, guys. You've really got to be able to be different to anyone else, or else you're just not going to survive. And it is a legit project like ourselves, you know. It's hard to get traction because people just want to get the quick cash. But then once they keep on getting rugged, then they realize that, hey, you know what? It's better to just get into a solid project that's something that's more long-term. Park your flag. Get in early. Park your flag. And that's how you make your hundreds and thousands, if not millions. But you're going to have to stay for, you know, a period of time, considerable period of time. Look at the people that got into Doge, Shiba Inu. I mean, that, you know, they did get rich, extremely rich, but they also held their bag for a long time. Shiba Inu, Floki, all these meme coins. Pepe made millionaires. You know, people just got literally insanely rich from Dog with Hat. That's another one. You know, Bonk was another one that people got stupidly rich over that. So you gotta be in these things for the long term, and you gotta hold. That's basically what you gotta do. And if you get into the right one really early, you can make stupid amounts of life-changing money. And look at Shiba Inu. When Shiba Inu first launched, Crypto Messiah, what's his name? Crypto Messiah. He was a postman. He was a postman. This dude was a freaking postman. And he got into this guy here. He got into Shiba Inu early, and that's what made him crazy rich. I think his bags went to like 68 million or something. So yeah, you know, I don't know what he's going on about there, but yeah. So it is possible. What's this one? Spike Dog. It looks like it's another Reddit one. But, you know, it's just getting the right one at the right time. And if that goes off, it goes off. You know, good night. So Yeah, but we keep on pushing forward with Buddy Token. It's a long-term thing, and we've got exciting things to come in the future. More long-term things. We're different to anyone else, and once we have this utility coming, you're going to be blown away. I'm not just talking, crappy. This is literally going to propel this project forward in leaps and bounds, because the thing that we have planned for this is it's basically a separate business altogether that is nothing to do with crypto, and we take the money and the revenue from that, and we come in and we start buying up Buddy, burning the token, buying up Buddy, and use some of those funds to reward long-term holders as well as burn the token. So that's what's going to bring utility and even passive. Yes, Larry, the last one was passive income. You know what I mean? So by having a separate business on the side that generates income can feed into the original one. I'm not seeing anyone do that. Why? So why isn't anyone doing it? Because it makes no sense. Why would you create another business and then take the money out of that to put into the token? Why just keep the business? Just keep the money yourself. That's why people don't do it. But if you think long term about the original project, which is Buddy, then and you have a vision on where you want to take it, then you'll understand that why you would do that. It's because it's your passion. Dogs are your passion. And you want to see them. So this goes beyond money. Okay, the money, we're doing it before the money, but this is far greater than all of us. It's about helping dogs get a better life. There's a lot of dogs that are mistreated, as well as don't have homes, that starve every day, don't have owners, that need veterinarian care, that are on the streets dying. And so this goes far beyond about getting your rent money. This goes far beyond all of us. This is bigger than all of us here. So that's why that's what I want to do and create with Buddy Token. Create another business that just brings in a ton of money and just put it all back into Buddy. I know it sounds crazy. I could just keep that money for myself, but that's not what I'm going to do. So anyway, we're going to push forward regardless of, even though we're a bit of a slow start here, all right? But that's okay. Rome wasn't built in a day, okay? Rome wasn't built in a day. So we're going to keep on pushing forward with Buddy Token. If you want to get some more information, I'll have to update the links. I'll update the links after I do this live stream. Guys, have a good day. Enjoy your Friday. Have your coffee latte, which I will right in a second. I'm going to go get an iced coffee. That's my little, what's the word? Little thing that you do that gives you a bit of sanity. And guys, keep plowing, stay positive, and keep grinding. All right, guys. See you in the next one.